everyone, it's Keith Brink, the Director of the Upward Bound Programs, and I just want to talk to you today about your schedule for the Summer Academy. So as you know, we're doing a virtual Summer Academy, so all of our classes will be online and interactive that way. And we're going to have something called asynchronous and synchronous classes. Those are kind of big fancy words, but what that means is that sometimes you'll have specific times during your day where you're supposed to be in class. That means you're there sort of live with your classmates and your instructor, but a lot of the times you're going to actually be doing a lot of your classwork on your own, and you can do that anytime. So if you're a night person and like to do it during the night, that's great, or evenings, or if you're an early morning person and want to do it then, that's great too. But I just want to talk to you kind of what this schedule shows. So everybody should have gotten one of these in the mail. Okay, so if you look, you are actually going to have two classes. So everybody is enrolled in a science class. So here, this is Research 2 Genome Hacking for our student, Lacey. Lacey is also going to be taking ESTELLA Prep. So she'll be doing some ACT Prep this summer because she's a junior. And so these are her two classes. In order to access her online classes, she's going to be going to the University of Arkansas's Blackboard system. So that is found at learn.uark.edu. In order for Lacey to access Blackboard, she's going to use her UARK username and her password. And that is also given here. So notice that Lacey has a blank here. Her password is not shown. That's because we didn't have it in our database. But of course, Lacey has and knows her password, so she'll still be able to do that. So this is how she's going to get into Blackboard, and when she gets in Blackboard, she should see these two classes listed along with maybe one or two others, either from last summer or her class that's going to talk about her mentor family or her seminar series. Okay, so once Lacey gets in here, this is also showing Lacey's schedule. So Lacey will actually be in class virtually on Tuesdays from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. So that's her virtual class meeting. So every week, Lacey's going to make sure that she has set aside that day and time to be there for her science class. She will also have a small group or breakout on Thursdays at the same time. So on Thursdays from 12:30 to 1:30, Lacey also needs to be ready and prepared to be in class. She will also work with her instructors to do a check-in, and that could be maybe by email or by an appointment in a short check-in time, but the instructor on the first day of class is going to talk a little bit more about that, so Lacey will know when to do her check-ins. For her ESTELLA Prep for her ACT class, same thing. Lacey has her class each Monday from 11 to 12, so that's her full class. Then she will do a breakout meeting sometime between Tuesday and Friday. And again, her instructor will tell her when she's going to meet her small group. And she also has a group number. So her instructor will say, Group 1 students will meet on Tuesday, for example, or Wednesday of that particular week. And then, in addition, she will do a check-in once a week with her ESTELLA Prep instructor so that she can kind of see how she's doing, she can get extra help, and that will be done at a time determined by the instructor and Lacey. I also want to note that the science class will actually be for the full 6 weeks, so that'll be from June 22nd all the way through July 31st. But for her ESTELLA Prep, it's actually broken down into 2 3-week smaller classes. Lacey will actually do her math ESTELLA Prep or ACT the first 3 weeks, and then her English the second 3 weeks. Some of you may have this reversed. You may actually do your English first and then do your math second. Also, if you're a sophomore, instead of ESTELLA Prep, you're actually going to have a class called Non-Negotiable Skills. And that's to give you the foundation and the framework to actually do well on the ACT. So it's kind of a pre-ACT prep, if you will, to get you guys ready for that. And also to increase your math and your English skills during the summer that you can utilize in the school year. Also, just wanted to note that when Lacey does do her ACT prep, or if you do your non-negotiable skills, you're going to need one other set of passwords. And your instructors will tell you how you're going to utilize these, but that's what we call Cambridge username and the Cambridge password. This allows you to utilize the Cambridge educational website, and that's where you'll actually do the modules for your ACT prep or your non-negotiable skills. So that is what that is for, and that's what you'll see on your schedule. Also, really want to point out to you again that part of your schedule this summer is going to be, like we said, synchronous, meaning that you'll meet on those particular times. The other part is asynchronous, so make sure that in addition to these times and these days during the week when you're doing your Upward Bound classes, that you also set aside plenty of time to work on your projects. You're going to have a great time with your science project, and you're going to learn so much in your eCello Prep, but you have to do that outside of class and make sure you're dedicating plenty of time, and that will also be part of your participation. Also, if for any reason you can't meet one of those times, be sure to contact your instructor and let them know ahead of time if possible, or if you miss a live session, let them know why you missed and how you can make that session up. Also, please reach out to your Upward Bound advisor or the Upward Bound staff if you have any questions about how to access your class, or also look at the other videos, how to access Blackboard, how do I set up my email, and that will help you understand a little bit more about how the online classes are going to work. Thank you, and we look forward to a great summer.